Once again, creation, the divine portal for dreams interpreting and mystery deciphering is now ready for these divine missions. Here are the importance and benefit of this portal and how to access it. Creations, welcome right back here on the Voice of Nature, still with you, the Nature Ambassador. As always, perfect peace to all creations. This episode is very important and will be very beneficial to us all in one way or the other. Our dreams should not be taken for granted anymore whenever we have them. Apart from being privileged for God to use external vessels to reveal to us of impending happenings, situations, issues, events in our lives, be it negative or positive, every information, signals, warnings, directives, and guardians that we need to live this life upon successfully has been given to us, shown to us, revealed to us through our dreams, even when we are not paying attention to them all. The divine spirits, energies, and other forces of nature communicate with man mostly through our dreams. If we can keep track of our dreams, many evils and happenings and whatever we are going through, which we don't even like and which shouldn't be, would have been averted. As much as of our blessings from the spiritual realms would have manifested without delays accordingly. Because when you are aware and stick to the spiritual instructions, warnings, guardians giving you sincerely, good report must be achieved here in the physical world or realm. Creations, of a truth, to be spiritually minded is absolutely a great achievement. If we can follow our dreams, it should be stated here that there are not much things that we will encounter here in the physical that hasn't been communicated to us. Even in what scenarios, it has been revealed to our loved ones, relatives, friends, neighbor, pastor, even a stranger may be communicated to make sure the spirit realms give out such and some informations and signals to the concern. That is how important our dreams are. So this portal will always encourage us to checkmate and track our dreams daily. Invariably, in practical terms, it will help us with the interpretation of our spiritual dreams. And for those who may not know or connote the meanings behind their dreams, it will be a solution to that problem. Now, creations, when we talk about mysteries, there are so many categories of mysteries surrounding our lives here on earth. Before we continue, permit that I share with us this true life mystery story that will also clearly x-ray a practical, complex mystery, portraying what I'm actually talking about in reality. There was this man in a certain town. One early morning, he was about going to work, and there used to be this mentally deranged man that lived in his neighborhood, of which sometimes he does comes around the man's house. On this fateful day, according to eyewitnesses who later narrated the story and the mystery that surrounded the man's attitude that very morning, as narrated that morning, as the man rolled out his bike preparing to go to work, the madman out from nowhere came out and started rolling back the bike inside the man's house. Such a sight, creations, we know the man will not take it kindly with the madman, and it's enough thing to infuriate anyone that isn't conscious of what we are talking about, isn't conscious of life mystery and how to decipher them, of life mysteries, to be able to decipher them when the spirit realms are sending their messages or giving out their signals. Creations, they said both the man and the mentally deranged man started dragging the bike, so much so that The man's wife and others came out watching the scene, somehow as a joke, but at some point, the madman became so furious and hostile in trying to return the bike back to the house. The man also was furious and called for others to hit the madman to leave the bike. Somebody suggested that the man gives him arms. The angry man responded, that he can never do such a thing, considering the madman's attitude. Questions: to make this true life story short, after all said and done, the man with the help of others and he left. The madman fell on the ground, rolled on the sand, and wept bitterly, screamed the man's name, that the man has killed him, that people should come and see what the man has done to him. It was quite a scene that was funny in a way, but in-depthly, little did they know that what happened was beyond the physical, and none of them were able to neither connected or discerned what was actually going on. Everything to appease the madman to stand up on the ground and stop wailing and screaming proved abortive. After a while, on his own, the madman stood up and ran away. Questions: it wasn't long that a very sad news reached the man's family, that a branch of tree fell on the man on his way to work and killed him totally. Therefore, questions: was such not a mystery? Have we not been observing that the spirit realms are always finding ways to relate to man, to signal us about impending or upcoming events, happening situations in our lives? And many a times we fail to receive their blessings, mostly due to maybe the way the messages comes, or the mystery surrounding the process of delivering and who brings the message. But I tell us of a truth: when we miss spiritual signals sent to us mostly through our dreams, the spirit realms does manifest mysteries as a strong, severe signal of warnings to us in order to avert some, impending woes or ordeals in our lives. So, Christians, we should be very conscious to receive and manifest our blessings, which could be anything here in the physical realms, and by paying attention of our surroundings, our spiritual dreams, mysteries, happenings around us. Christians, I will relate yet another reality story, but for this video not to be too long, permit that I sign out here, returning shortly. Please do well to visit our YouTube channel at Voice of Nature-Von 9100 for full videos of all these works.